Hey there, and welcome to my day 44 of Camino on the Treadmill, following BK Lee at the start of his day 10. What's that I see in front of me? He's going from Gragnon to Viloria de Rioja, the Villa of the King or something, I don't know. Why are you asking me? Is that like Venus or something? It's like a big star, or dare I say a planet. Yeah, I don't know. You normally see something like that in the evening. It's quite something. A UFO. Well, it's not moving, it's in what we'd call geostationary orbit. That's the wrong use of the phrase, I'm just trying to sound impressive. So anyway, here we go. Day 44. I was kind of thinking today how this is affecting me mentally in a good way, redoing the Camino. So I redo it. I'm at home in Galway here and I'm looking at all the places I walked before, following BK Lee. But also then when I'm editing it and fixing the sound levels, I'm just sort of, when I'm speeding through it, it's like I'm seeing the images again. Then when I process the video, when I export it, it kind of flies through it. And the walkers in front of him, they look like they're kind of skating along the surface when you play it fast. But it's like, it just feels like I'm processing my own memories of the Camino, which are kind of dim in a way, through rewalking it, then editing it, then watching it, exporting. It's like it's going through my head multiple times. And I don't really know what the net effect is, but I certainly feel like by the end of this, I will have earned myself a Camino ring. As you know, regular listeners, I lost my Camino ring that I bought at the end of it. So I think I'll have earned it by doing this. What is that? It's like, I'm looking on a small screen. I've got a sad lamp blaring in my eyes as well, which should be higher up. But that is, it must be a planet. I'll have to go back and check that. If I get the day, I know he's facing west, the exact opposite. I might be able to figure out. Okay, I'll set that as a mission. Don't hold your breath though. I really just want to stop and look at that. It's like, I'll have to check the comments on YouTube for BK's video because it's really pronounced. It's definitely a planet. Of course, as soon as I say definitely, a voice in my head goes, "Are you sure?" But, wow. And then, if it is a planet, I know Venus is visible often at night, but you never see it that big. If it was Mars, wouldn't it be redder? I don't know, I feel I've seen Mars once, but when it was close by or something. Am I even making sense? Yeah, there's times when it'll be closer than other times. That is just preoccupying me completely right now. But there's only so much I can say about it. It can't be a glare in the lens. It's not moving at all. It's not moving relative to the sky. It's moving with the sky. It's locked in there in position. Damn it, it's driving me nuts. No, it's just with curiosity, but I can't stop. Anyway, let's get up to 4.8. Just finished work today. It is Thursday, which means tomorrow is, guess what? Friday. It's funny the way people go nuts about Friday. Hey, it's Friday. I fucking hate my job, so it's Friday. I don't hate my job. I'd rather be writing for a living full time though. But yeah, I never allow myself the full sense of release because I've got, in the evenings, I am either doing this, Camino, doing it or editing it, or writing my book. And then if I don't really watch TV, but if I do, I'm watching a play tonight. Nearly forgot about that. A virtual play from the Gate Theatre called The Visiting Hour, isn't it? Visiting Hours. Stephen Ray, the great Stephen Ray, is in it. And it's not live, it was filmed. They've stripped out the theatre completely and the seating, I think. And that planet is driving me nuts. What is it? It's the star in the... No, the star was in the east, not the west, right, in the Bible. So it's not that one. It's not the coming of the Messiah. Anyway, this was filmed a couple of years ago, so if it was the coming of the Messiah, I dare say we'd have heard something about it. I did have an idea about Jesus walking the Camino through other people, but not a preachy book, kind of. Maybe not even using the name of Jesus. But not a bland Christian book, not the kind that would be published by Christian publishers. Look at me defending myself. I'm just saying it's an interesting concept. If you don't think it is, you know nothing. You are nothing to me. You are shit. Oh God, yeah. Look at me swearing now that I've decided I can go explicit. Okay, anyway. Where the hell was I? I was talking about, the play. So they're in the Gate and they filmed with lots of different cameras, different angles. I kind of wish it was live though. I love going to live theatre, obviously actual live theatre, but also live broadcasts in the cinema from the West End or live opera. I have to confess, in some ways my opera experience has been better in the cinema than live. It was amazing to go to the Metropolitan Opera House, but and the seats, we didn't have bad seats. I mean, they weren't the best. They were, was it upper circle, one of those. There's like 7 different layers of height there or something. But whatever it was, I felt though, there's something about the acoustics. There are people who really know, they know their acoustics, and it's not just about distance. I think the overhangs above or below you affect it as well. Anyway, I love the way I just talk about things that I know nothing about. That's how I roll. That's what I do. If you don't like it, you can't help me there. But so this isn't a live play tonight, but it's still appointment to view, as they say in TV. Okay, now we've turned right and we can't see that planet. If it has to be a planet, right? It has to be. I've never seen a planet that big with the naked eye, but what are the ones you can see from here? Definitely Venus. Mars, on occasion, I think can be seen with the naked eye. I'm pretty sure I have, or binoculars. You would think that Mercury would be visible with the naked eye, but I don't think it is. Anyway, I shall be researching that. So, the sun is now, is it to our right? That's not good. Okay, the star is now in front of us. Or the planet, rather. So the play was filmed from multiple angles without an audience present. So you could say it's like a film, but it's a filmed play. That's kind of... Some people are referring to that as a new art form, but certainly the filmed plays or operas I've seen, I would consider that the work of artisans, the filming of it, not of artists, so to speak. I tell you though, Metropolitan Opera House live in the cinema, worth seeing once, even if you're not big into opera, for They go behind the scenes. Oh my God, some of that is amazing. They showed the script prompter down below the stage. They interview the actors and singers just as they come off the stage. It's great. I'm not selling you, am I? No. But it is interesting. And sometimes they show the OB unit, the film unit, how they work. It's the one I was at was broadcast live. And I keep forgetting the bloody name. How bad is that? I'm speaking too fast. The last podcast I spoke slowly because I was talking about freight trains in America moving slowly, and you see them stop at a level crossing and it takes forever to pass. And I did my podcast like one for listen to go to sleep. I do have to slow down because when I speak fast, I use up all my amazing words too quickly. And then where are we? Lost for words, literally. So, from Granion to Viloria de Rioja, we're still in the kind of outskirts of the town. Kind of rural vibe, but sort of warehouses and things, or I don't know, farm warehouses or something, and houses. So, with my book, it's meant to be, it's meant to have a crowd. It's meant to have the main character and two other guys on a road trip from Dublin to London via Holyhead, via Wales, and which wasn't part of the plan. But I now also have our main character, his acquaintance, taking him to Ardmore Studios to fit him out with the costume. Costume woman gives him a new costume, makes him look like Antoine from 400 Blows by Truffaut. Les 400 coups. Ouais. So that was all unplanned. Looking forward to that. I've got him outside the studio and having a panic attack because he suddenly remembers a scene. He suddenly remembers the flashback from when he was in film school. A few of them got a role as roles as extras on a film. And I haven't figured out the exact nature of it. I imagine it as a period film, and Cormac, my guy, his costume is ill-fitting, but also his girlfriend Amy they pair her up with, and maybe things aren't going great at the time, but with some handsome guy. Like, they're just extras, but they have to kiss or something, and there's loads of takes. And he has to keep watching her kissing this guy, and he gets in trouble for not standing on his mark or something. I haven't figured out the nature of it yet, but I think that could be a bit of fun. If I get an idea for a scene, I write it, for a first draft, especially if it's funny. My philosophy is similar to that of Roger Rabbit's. Only if it's funny. That was his philosophy. So he could only do something if it was funny. I'm laughing because I'm thinking, I love that film. I know Salman Rushdie was a fan as well. See the way I sort of have to compare myself to him. Now, BK has turned around. He's turned around. Follow him. He's getting away. So, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh, Bob Hoskins, I mentioned him yesterday. He's in that. As is the guy who plays the Doc in Back to the Future, isn't he? Christopher Lloyd. And Bob Hoskins, he's jaded detective, Jessica Rabbit comes to him, sexy cartoon figure, wants him to follow Roger Rabbit to see if he's cheating. Isn't that it? And he doesn't like toons. The toons are cartoon figures, And Bob Hoskins goes, yeah. She said, you don't like toons? No, I don't like toons. Yeah, a toon killed my father. dropped a piano on his head. And what else? Oh yeah, so he's handcuffed too. So Bob Hoskins is handcuffed to the lovely, not to Jessica Rabbit, to Roger Rabbit. And what's the sound? The dog barking. Look at this lovely early morning, old kind of buildings, and a sort of a yard with the dogs barking at it. Big dog and a little dog. You gotta love those little dogs. They certainly go for it. And we still have the planet in front of us. I'm sticking with planet. It has to be a planet. So, let's put my fan. Yeah. So Bob Hoskins is handcuffed to Roger Rabbit, and he can't remove him, and he's trying to saw the handcuff off, and then Doom, the bad guy, or someone comes into the room, and he has to shove Roger Rabbit into the washing up. He was still handcuffed to his hand, so he shoves him into the washing up bowl. Every so often, Roger Rabbit pops his head up and spurts water out of his mouth comically. And then the guy baddie goes out, but then Hoskins is sawing away at the handcuff. And Roger Rabbit pulls out his hand, just pulls it out of the cuff and said, "Would this help?" And Hoskins, "You can do that?" He's mad with him, like, "Why didn't you do that earlier?" He goes, "Only if it's funny." Well, that's classic. He can only do it if it's funny. I gotta watch that again. I just think, I mean, Bob Zemeckis, Robert Zemeckis, I'm not even a massive fan of his, like some people would be, but that's, in my opinion, a great movie. Just a great fun film. I put it up there with the two Paddington films. And what was the other one I talked about recently? Oh, another kids film that was fun. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, the early Superman films are good fun. But I talked about something else more recent along with Paddington. I was saying to my brother recently, all mythology that we have now will just be replaced by Star Wars. That will be the only mythology left. The way things are going, and the secularists will piss themselves with excitement. So I don't think it's a good thing, but what would I know? Maybe I know a lot. Anyway, so who cares? Doesn't matter. Walking west, planet in front of us, blue sky. Motor road to our right, we're on a pathway now on the left. So, I think we might, are we going over another road? We're on a bridge as well, I think, are we? I wonder, are we going over a motorway? No, I don't think so. So, I did have a note. Today I was going to talk about, I don't know, it's just how feel like I'm reprocessing the Camino through doing this, and it might only be of use to me, but there you go. What was my note? I'll play tonight, that's important. Oh yeah, whatever happened to Joe the plumber? Not getting into politics, I just kind of laughed when I thought about it. There was a reason he popped up in my head, but you know, like, Joe the plumber was some guy, I think the Republicans in America planted him at a John McCain rally, or no, at an Obama rally or something. He just popped up and asked some question, hey, what about jobs or whatever? And then for a while, Fox News started getting him on as an analyst, yeah? And I remember they had Joe the plumber on talking about Israel. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, guys. I mean, it's like a parody of themselves when they do that, but like, what the hell does Joe the plumber know about Israel? Did they send him over or something? I can't remember. But Nothing against plumbers, but like if you're going to talk about Israel, get experts on, I imagine. But of course, that's not the Fox News style. So yeah, Joe the plumber. But I just thought today, whatever happened to Joe the plumber? I hope he's well. Nothing against the dude. Oh yeah, so I'm getting warm now, which is fine because it looks warm in Spain here as well. The sun has come up. It's that lovely golden hour that a lot of cinematographers love. Terrence Malick's films, a lot of them. Wasn't Days of Heaven shot almost exclusively in the golden hour, or the magic hour? The hour, is it the hour just before dawn or just after? It shows how much I know. Anyway, I've been walking for 20 minutes here, so gotta finish, eat, shower, eat, watch play, talk about play, sleep. The person with whom I'm watching the play has decided that we're watching it separately and then talking about it. It's all remote. Has decided to drink wine whilst watching it and eat cashew nuts. That's their thing. It's got me tempted to do something similar, but no, I'm really stopped drinking during weekdays. I could, make an exception for that, but I feel it in the morning. I mean, I could have a couple of cans of beer, but you can enjoy it without that as well. It's nice when you go out to the theatre to have a glass of wine at the interval. I like that. That's the kind of ritual, Anyway, let's see. Oh, I have to bloody write as well. How did I forget that? I did a little bit at lunchtime, like 100 words maybe. Yeah, that bit I was mentioning at the film studio in Bray. So I kind of have an idea what's coming next, so I should be able to do 500 words tonight. I was reading, what's his name? Oh, God. Roddy Doyle, talking about the first book he wrote. He was working as a teacher, and of course they get long summer holidays, so he went to London, hired a bedsit and wrote there for a couple of months. Great way to do it. I wouldn't mind doing a stint in London on my book because some of it's set there. That's a possibility when lockdown ends. Some of it is a tiny bit in Norwich. Might go there. Either way, get away and write. And yeah, London's a possibility, just thinking about it. We'll see. But he was saying he just wanted to prove that, you can write a book whilst holding down a job. It doesn't have to be a full-time thing. But that's easy to say when you're a teacher and you get long paid summer holidays, in fairness. Bit of a blind spot there, Roddy, but anyway. He's a hard worker, so... I definitely would like to write full-time for a living. That's my aim. That's what's on my vision board, so why not? You gotta go for it, put in the work, and then hand it over, I guess. Put in the work with faith. And yes, the planet is still in front of us. And I'm really... It's all I can think about. Big long shadows here of BK and just golden light. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So the road is to our right, but to our left we've got golden something or other. Wheat, grass. I'm really not sure. It's nice though, and big blue sky with a planet hovering in it. It has to be a planet. It's not like a tiny cloud. No, it's not. It's been solidly there now for the last, how many minutes? 25 minutes. Let's get some water here. So yeah, life is good. Compared to what? you say, compared to no life. So it's all we have, so that we know of. Coming up near enough to 2 kilometers now. Okay. Yeah, I might slow down to 4.6. Wait till I hit 2 kilometers. I go to 4.7. Let's split the difference. So, Joe the plumber. Maybe if you're listening, Joe, let me know how your thoughts on Israel. Would be good to know. So anyway, I love the way the Republicans have cast themselves as the friends of the working class. That's rich. Okay, no politics. 4.7. Yeah, looking forward to the play. So yeah, it's a filmed play. It's not a film, but of course there was a Russian film, Russian Ark, I never saw, but it's filmed in the Hermitage Museum, and it's all one shot, involving the paintings and, I guess, dramatic reconstructions or something. It'll be interesting to watch. Then there's Mike Nichols, not Mike Nichols, what was his name? Made that film Time Code, you know the guy I'm talking about. All 4 shots filmed at once and shown in a quad screen, split screen. And the only thing that unites them is the earthquake happens at the same time to everybody. Mike Figgis, interesting filmmaker, I dare say. Don't hear much about him now. I met a cameraman who worked with him, Declan Quinn. So Wesley Snipes was on that film that Declan worked on. Maybe he worked on more than one. So anyway, my phone is making noises again. Let's deal with that. What's that I'm whistling? It's a sig tune for some show on Irish radio that possibly isn't on anymore. So, yeah, I've used up all my words. That's okay. When I do that, I'm just going down to 4.6. When I use up the words, best thing to do is relax. Rather than focusing on crap in my head, I'm focusing on the images and just grounding myself with the pace of the walking. Let's go down to 4.5 even. So, yeah. Oh, this is lovely now. On each side of him there's sort of ploughed fields with, but there's also golden kind of tufts of something. And then there's a blue sky. And then there's the planet. And the horizon is about, the sky takes up about more than half of the screen anyway. 2/3-ish. Bottom third is the ground, the golden ground. That's lovely looking. And the long shadow of BK with the sticks. Just walking in a rhythm. Beautiful. So, bear with me. Let's all get into the moment. And no, I'm not going to do this live on Bandcamp. It does pop into my head every so often. It would change everything, just about how I do it and focus on it. It is what it is. Take it or leave it. So, I just closed my eyes. I opened it now. The light on these is getting close to these buildings, and they're lit by the sun. Little white houses. Not a cloud in the sky. And yeah, wild grass on the right and left, I think. Bird flies overhead. The planet is now in the middle of our screen-ish. So, it's tough, the Camino. It's tough. Kind of mad to think I'm redoing it. I won't clock up the same number of kilometers. I must calculate how many I'll clock up. I think 162 by 4 is what I'll clock up. Well, more, because I'm going faster than 4K a lot of the times. So 160, oh no, that couldn't be right, is it? I think it is 162 on Camino. By 4 would be 400 plus 260. So I might do 660 kilometers, and considering I'm going faster, I might do 700. And the whole thing is 800, so that's interesting. It's not far off it. Oh yeah, of course he walks to what's that place? God, my memory's going. Finisterre, the end of the earth. And I didn't, so that's more than 800 kilometers for the whole thing. I just walked to Santiago de Compostela. I only had a night or two. I think I had 2 nights in Santiago, and then I was, off back home. And that's the first time in 5 weeks that I got on a mode of transport, was when I got the bus from Santiago de Compostela to the airport. So, yeah. Walking through a nice little town now, quaint. There's a sign for a bar, restaurant, hostel. Okay. But not for us, we keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. We got a mighty convoy rocking through the night. Na 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 na. Ain't it a beautiful sight? Convoy. That was a film. Did Sam Peckinpah direct it? Or did he? No, or what's his name? Samuel Fuller. Oh, I think it was Peckinpah, one of the greats. But Chris Christopherson said he was so drunk during it he remembers nothing of it. I say one of the greats, but it's not one of the great movies. I love these buildings here. They're really rustic looking and red. Just don't get buildings like that in Ireland. I like this little town, little fountain, I think, in the middle. They all seem to have a fountain, water fountain. And there's a dissolve here. And now we are looking at a big block of haystacks, of bales of hay, rather, on the right. One of those massive blocks of large bales. You never see anything like that in Ireland. So, hope you're all doing well. The planet is still there, you'd be glad to know. Over at the top right. It's 58, 59, 34 even. Okay. So, I am just calm and happy right now. You're thinking, yeah, entertain us. I'm going, hey, relax. As the guy on the Camino in the supermarket used to say to me, you need to relax. Hey, I'm relaxed now, motherfucker. Anyway, and there's the planet. I'm going to close my eyes here and just relax and meditate. Hope you can join me. And just think about this journey of the Camino, and the journey we're all on in life, and how patience is. Patience and gratitude are 2 of the most important gifts. I'm not so hot on the patience But lately I'm pretty good on the gratitude. And I've improved on the patience. And when I find myself getting impatient around something or someone, I try and sit with it and, wait for it to pass. The worst thing to do with impatience is to kind of feed it, and really kind of let it control you. If you're impatient with something or someone, I guess, like everything, right? It's telling you something about you. Seems that's pretty much all the lessons in life seem to be about us, right? That's what they say, and that's kind of what my experience would suggest too. So we've been walking for 36 minutes, got 24 to go. Oh, and then I gotta really hurry up to eat and watch the play. Gonna be cutting it fine, but it's doable. And shower, I gotta shower before the play or I won't enjoy it. Even though I've no sense of smell, but still, just the feel of it. I really have limited sense of smell, shall we say. Okay. Go back up to 4. I was down at 4K there. Let's go to 4.4 for a little bit. And we were talking about Convoy. Chris Christopherson said he was drunk for the whole film. He doesn't remember any of it. It's kind of sad, but he's sober now, so all's well that ends well. It's part of the journey, I guess. So the Camino means the way. Met a woman on the Camino called Elvia, which also means the way, Elvia. I hope I'm right in all this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I am. And finding the way in life, our way. We definitely can go off the track, and then the good track, and then back onto it. It's okay. It's okay. The higher power, or God, if you believe in such a thing. Certainly, if there is a God, it has to be a benevolent God. This ridiculous Stephen Fry asserts but blaming God for torturing people, it's a very narrow kind of view, but anyway, of God. I think they view God as a person. But anyway, I won't get into it. He's a clever man, they say. Some say he's a Superman's idea of what a clever man sounds like. But far be it for me to offer an opinion on that. He has a nice voice, I'll give him that. Okay, he's not a bad guy. Struggled with depression and whatnot. Oh, my cat Bobby is there beside my treadmill looking out the window. I've got these blinds, the kind of ones that hang down. But my cats, when they were kittens, ruined them. So the bits where they're joined at the bottom, they're totally unjoined. So they're loose. So Bobby, he kind of just pushes the blind to the side with his head and stares out. And he was up in my office staring out the window earlier. And he basically, what's the word? Hola, Buen Camino. So I saw another beautiful tabby cat in my garden about a week ago. I was sitting on the deck I don't have a deck. There's a step made of decking on my shed. Sitting on that, and this cat peered around from behind the oil tank. Beautiful tabby. Seemed friendly enough. It wasn't ridiculously scared. It didn't come up to me, but you can just tell we're overtaking someone else now. Buen Camino. Oh, passing in Alberga here. Hostel. Chatting to a Korean friend. So there's a few of them on the walk together. BK never chats for too long. He likes to keep moving. I wonder what they're talking about. This town is quiet and empty again,
벤치 있으니까
but it's kind of nice,
그늘도 있네요.
idyllic almost. Could I live in a small town in Spain if I was writing a book and just live off café con leche, zumo de naranja, tortilla de patatas, and cerveza? And of course, I would have need of the servicio every so often. I think I could. I fantasized briefly about running an albergue over the
먼저 갈게요.
hostel, Camino hostel, but I think I'd rather just be I'd like to be the elusive writer. I probably should start smoking gitan or Galway or something, or whatever the Spanish equivalent is. No, I'm not going to start smoking again. But would fit the image well, I grant you that. And maybe having schnapps for breakfast or something, you know, just to cultivate an image. Yeah, I might do that. Sounds like a good career move. So BK has moved on, left his Korean friend behind, and onwards we go. And we have about 18 and a half minutes to go. So this whole thing, oh yeah, the whole day 10 is 3 hours 58. That's nice, so we'll do it in 4 goes. I like when it's roughly 4 even hours. That's nice. Doesn't always happen. So I wonder will my treadmill survive the whole Camino? That's an interesting question. Oh, he ends in Belorado. Now, that's where I ended. Oh no, he doesn't. That's the end of this stint. So that's where I ended after walking, 45 kilometers. Looking for Julia from Roma. I say looking for her, I just hoping I'd catch up with her, I guess. And then I just kept going, one more town. I was okay though. I won't tell you what happened in the end. For all you know, we could be happily married with 3 kids. Isn't that right, Julia? Oh, now you're dying to know. You're going to have to listen to the whole thing, all 700 kilometers to find out. So, I love this little town, Viloria de Rioja. It's cute. It's very cute. Okay. Yeah, so I've walked 3.5 kilometers. That's good. I just check my heart points again. Hear the bird song. Gotta like the bird song. Oh, 38 heart points. I like. 106 at 150. I only need to do 44 more heart points this week. The week's end on Sunday, so yeah, let's do it. It counts from Monday to Sunday, so it gives you the weekend to kind of catch up, which makes sense, I think. So, yeah. I'll probably drop my speed in a minute. Once I hit 3.6 kilometers, which is any second now. So I'm at 4.4. I'm gonna drop to 4.2. Okay. All right. Somehow I just thought of Alan Johnson from Peep Show there. If you've ever watched Peep Show, he's my favourite character in it. Absolutely, hands down. Okay, I'm down to 4.2 kilometers an hour. Gearing up for the end in the next, 13 minutes or so. Or, sorry, 15 minutes or so. Okay. So, BK's holding up his camera. I think he does that for GPS. I don't think it's for a picture, but I'm not sure. So, little hill stretching out in front of us. Lovely golden light. Nice narrow, clean road, well-kept road. Trees to our left. Golden corn or something to the right. That's probably grass. I don't know. It's in ploughed fields. I'm really not good at describing horticulture or agriculture. It has to be said. You got the wrong blog if that's what you're looking for, or the wrong podcast. So yeah, it's, shortly, now presently I'll go down to 4 kilometers an hour because I'm doing okay. I don't need to overdo it. Yeah, I used to run. Don't miss it though. I did. There was a great high from it, but I don't miss it. When the walking group starts up again after COVID, I'll start going on the walks on the weekend. Definitely. Definitively. So, I'm looking forward to eating now. Quick shower and the play. Woo! So, BK's on his own a lot because he starts early, I think, and walks fast. Gotta like that. So, yeah. Got about 14 minutes to go still. Oh my God, it's taken forever. That's a line from Kingpin. Woody Harrelson says to Wino, how's life? How's life? Taken forever. That's not how I feel about it. It's kind of sad. It was funny and sad. How's life? Taken forever. So I'll wait till I hit 4 kilometers and then I'll drop my speed to 4K. Sound good? Yeah. Sounds good. So, feeling nice and free and easy today. I think I must have slept well tonight. Last night, I mean. If I'm feeling this relaxed. It's good. My sleep patterns were a bit all over the place. I think cutting out the glasses of wine and beer helped. Of course it did. And I should keep saying I'll limit my coffee to 1 a day and then phase it out completely. But we'll see. I definitely feel better when I do that, but anyway, the planet's still in front of us, more to the point. Looks dimmer. Well, yeah, because the day is brighter, but it's still there. And it has to be a planet. You're there, yeah, don't go on about it. But too late now. So anyway, got some more water into me. Da 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 da, the Marseillaise. Oh, reminder on my calendar, gate play, 7:15. I haven't forgotten, but thanks for the reminder. I'm great for the old calendar reminders. I got them coming out my ears. They're great though. So, yeah, definitely smartphone makes my life a lot better. I mean, I listen to audiobooks, podcasts, live radio from all over the world, and there's emails, YouTube. YouTube is a bit more of a waste of time in some ways, but just to have all those resources, free calls all over the world. I mean, God, it is great though. So, yeah, and I'm on a really cheap plan as well, £10 a month. Woo! Anyway, let's not get all consumeristic here. There's more to life. But yeah, they are useful, really, I think. So I'm closing in on 4 kilometers and then I'll drop my speed to 4 kilometers an hour. So, which probably won't give me heart points, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not getting them now anyway, so I clocked up 44 today, that's enough. So, yeah, definitely ready for this to end. Okay. As are you, I dare say. Okay. So let's drop my speed. I'll put my incline up to 2 just for the hell of it. For the heck of it. Okay. They got a great national anthem, don't they, the French? I don't even know the Spanish one. All I know is the French one, the Irish one, the Great Britain one. Or God Save the Queen, is that Great Britain or England? I don't know. Do the Welsh not have their own one? I think they do, and the Scottish. Anyway, all the rugby fans will know that one. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for this incline. Let's go back to 1. I did think of reading some stuff I wrote, this character I invented. I wrote some articles in a salsa magazine in Vancouver about Enrique Papadopoulos, but I don't think I'm going to read them because just holding a phone or paper and reading, oh man, no, it's not going to happen. Apologies if I got your hopes up. Ain't gonna happen. Now, I'm just waiting for it to be over. How we doing? My God, I got 9 minutes to go. Can you believe it? Well, 8 maybe. Oh, it could be worse. Could be worse. Let's put my incline down to 0. Is he dragging his sticks? It's quite noisy. That's okay. No, it's just... Oh, where's the planet gone? Oh my God. Oh, it's up there, I think. It's, I guess with the brightness it's disappearing, but I have to find out what that is. If it takes me the rest of my life, I'll go mad trying to find out. I'll die never knowing. Die, what's that word they use? Indigent or something. Poor on the streets, indigent, mad, crazed old man. With the blackboard and chalk trying to, with equations all over it. I dare say it should be easier than that to find out, but we'll see. Knowing me, as soon as I get food into me now, watch the play, do my writing, go to bed, fit a shower in there somewhere, I'll have forgotten completely. Well, you never know. Might come back to it. Let's get some water into me. It's definitely hard to keep talking for an hour with no plan. Yeah, I did consider doing this with another person. We'd have to coordinate our times, and I have used the facility for that, for doing, live podcasts with someone else at high quality. So I know how to do it. I guess if I was coordinated with someone else and I just have to do it at a certain time, it would be something totally different, though. Now it would be totally different. So this definitely is more true to the original experience. And even though I'm not talking about the Camino most of the time, but that's kind of what it's like on it. I'm in my head, So I've basically invited you into my head. Let me know how you find it. If there's any room for improvements. No, I'm not fixing my head for you guys. If you don't like it, you can sling your hook. You know where to take it. Take it on the high road. Okay? It's my way or the highway. That's Lawrence Tierney in Reservoir Dogs, correct? But of course, when I ask you now, you young film nerds, what famous criminal did he play in the 50s? You don't know, right? Dillinger. Go read a book. Huh? Hashtag do your research. Hashtag read a book. Okay? Dillinger, John Dillinger. Correct. Now, what sitcom did he appear in? Yeah, you don't know. Modern sitcom, 90s sitcom. Anyone? Seinfeld. Who did he play in Seinfeld? Anyone? You're useless. Elaine's father. Oh, Burgos to the left, Logroño to the right. So, which way did we go? Anyone? Correct. We go to the left. Burgos, Logroño. Julia from Roma. Wherefore art thou, Julia? So I'm closing in on 4.4 kilometres here on my treadmill in Galway, Ireland. And BK is en route to Burgos. Well, to Santiago ultimately, of course. I only have a minute and 20 seconds to go or something. So we're gonna do it yet again, we're gonna do it. And we're coming up to the main road, which will go left for Burgos. And I wonder, does the planet appear again? Or is it just hidden in the light? We'll never know. Trucks going by in the distance. So let's see where we are time-wise. Oh no, I have more time left. Sorry, I did it wrong. 3.5 minutes. Okay, and we got left. Luckily, there's a laneway alongside the road, just as well. And I think an arrow, I presume there's a pillar. Yeah, there's an arrow. We're going the right way. The sun is directly behind us, which, yeah. Oh, and the planet is in front of us. So it's safe to say, when I'm doing my research, the planet is in the west on this day, okay? At this time, just around sunrise, man. I hope someone's just answered it. I might have to ask BK himself. I might just ask him, see what he says. So, thank you for walking along with me. And we'll be doing it again tomorrow, God willing. That's a real Muslim thing, isn't it? God willing. You don't hear many Catholics sing it. I like it though, or many Christians. Not a big hit with the atheists either. I'm still on the lookout for happy, clappy atheists. Got to track them down. After COVID, that's my plan. Go in search of the happy, clappy atheists. So, how we doing here? 2 minutes to go. Hang in there. We can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? 2 minutes. And then, freedom. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. La 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 la. Remember the scene in Casablanca? Of course you don't. None of you watch old films where they're singing the Marseillaise just to annoy the Nazis. Oh yeah. I have a reference to Casablanca in my script, actually. Fun reference, I dare say. Or in my novel, rather. Now. So, sun behind us, planet in front of us. 1 minute to go. Life is good. Thanks for walking along with me. Hope to see you tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be more lively discussion. And we'll take it from there. Definitely looking forward to eating. Boy, I gotta get my skates on. Okay. How we doing? 30 seconds to go. We can do it. I've come this far, I might as well do the rest. It's like when I read Ulysses, I paused before reading the last chunk. And I thought, oh, you can't give up now. Of course, the last bit is the best. Well, one of the best bits. Molly Bloom's soliloquy. That's the word I was looking for the other day when I was saying monologue. Soliloquy, lovely word. So, where are we now? Oh, we've done it. Okay. Buen Camino. God bless. See you tomorrow. Stay safe.